Hey you guys, I am so glad to be here on my lunch break. I'm gonna try this outside here today. It's such a beautiful day, and hopefully you guys can hear me well enough. I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into the Cancer Tarot reading. Again, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It's the moon is in Cancer right now, so you may be feeling some comfort, and you may be feeling, like you want to wrap yourself up and treat yourself right, protect yourself. You may be a little emotional, all the normal Cancerian things. So we're going to see what's going on with the Cancer Collective. If it resonates with you, great. If not, keep listening. Maybe something else will. And, this is for Cancer sun sign, moon sign, ascendants, / rising, Mercury, Venus, cusps, and cross watchers. Or if you're just drawn to this video, welcome. So let's get started. Hopefully this is good enough. And hopefully my cards don't be blowing away here. This is an experiment for sure. Oh, and now we've got cicadas. Okay, so I feel like we're kind of enjoying this grounding energy of Virgo, and it's actually gearing us up for kind of a new beginning in our relationships. And that might be all of our relationships, like not just our loved ones, might be our work relationships as well, and also just our relationship with ourselves and our relationship with our everyday life. Okay? Yeah. It's looking like trying to get over some hurdles, maybe some negative thinking, trying to come into a better understanding with our loved ones and with our relationships, which is good because we have that energy coming up in Libra. It's like a prime time to work on that. Okay. Yeah, so it's like we're drawing a line, we're setting a boundary, and we have to use our discernment to make sure that we're doing this correctly. We're trying to see the deeper side of life. We're really trying to do the right thing and pick up all the pieces of situations that have passed, make sure and kind of get to the bottom of them. That's always a good plan, when things go wrong or when things go down, kind of really use your intellect to, like I said, get to the bottom of it. Be receiving of the abundance and put it out there, what it is that you want. You've got to know, you've got to know these things. You got to know what you want before you can get it. This is a good conversation to have between your mental and your everyday life. Make sure that it's lining up. Make sure you're not allowing yourself to focus on things that are not getting you to your goal. Okay, things may not be the most balanced right now. I feel like we're slicing through, making some decisions, making some judgments, trying to, again, be fair with yourself, but be fair with others. Set those boundaries when needed. Do that shadow work. Okay, we have new beginnings all over the place. It's almost like we have new beginnings in every single area of our life, and it's bringing a lot of abundance and a lot of goodness, a lot of excitement to our lives. It's almost overwhelming. Okay, but we can know that we're up for the task. Like, do the work, follow your bliss, and you'll be up for the task. And again, just keep setting those boundaries. You take care of you. When you take care of yourself, everything else follows suit. And this includes, being open to your messengers, to your angels, to your ancestors, any energies that you want to support you, call on them, getting getting into the shadow work is really going to help us transform. It's really going to help us grow. It's really going to help us get no idea how well this is going to work. Okay. We are really coming into our own right now, and this is huge for us. Not to say like cancers are all codependent and they all need to deal with this, but it's huge that we're getting this right now. So much about coming into our own, setting these boundaries. We're putting ourselves first. We're putting ourselves first, so we're changing. We're changing our life. We're changing the timelines. When we put ourselves first, we're like just so much more able to take care of everything and everybody else. You're able to nourish others and nurture others whenever you nourish and nurture yourself first. So again, if you're going to obsess about anybody, you're obsessing about yourself. If you're going to go out of your way, to do things for anybody, it's for yourself. Don't let other people decide, don't let other people fall short of what they need to be bringing to the table, and then you overcompensate for them. Don't do that. Do not do that. We're moving past that energy. We're really moving into this process of coming into our own and knowing what we deserve. And we're not going to yell and scream and fight and cuss and throw a tantrum to get what we want anymore. That doesn't work. That only creates more problems. We know this now. We know this. We can see right through that. Okay? We're coming into our own. We have that strength factor. We have that feisty factor. We know that, and with our twin flames, it's like the spark, the spark that keeps it going, that keeps it all going. I mean, it's always going to keep going anyway, but when you have that spark takes a little bit of air. It takes a little bit of friction. And it's okay to step back right now. If you're hurting, you need to gather yourself. This is what I'm talking about with the boundaries. You need to gather yourself. You need to take a weekend off. You need to take a week off. You need to focus on yourself, worry about yourself, get yourself back into balance. Then do that. Follow your intuition and do what you need and take care of what you need to do. Because again, putting everybody else first doesn't work out. It's just like the oxygen mask at the airport, on the airplane. You have to give it to yourself first and then give it to your kids. Because if you pass out, they're not going to know how to do it. You come first. Put yourself first always. Always. Okay, we're getting over some negative thinking. We're getting over some worry. We're learning how to do this. It's bothering us less and less all the time. These worries, they still pop up, but we take care of them a lot easier because we're doing the shadow work. We can rest securely now. We just go right to sleep, And if you don't, you need to be able to learn how to do this. You need to focus on this because this is what's on the agenda, is getting that rest and getting to be able to move on and not spending all this time on this worry. When you're filling yourself up, you don't have to worry as much. When you're taking care of yourself, you cut away a lot of that worry and emotion, that negative, anxiety. We don't need to be in that place. That's not a productive place. That pushes things away. When we're feeling good, when we're following our bliss, this is what we need to remember. I talk about this stuff all the time, but I'm just drilling it in. This is how you birth new things into creation. Okay? Is by feeling good. It's not by worry. If you're worrying, then that is what you're going to get, is more things to worry about. And you're probably going to draw to yourself exactly what you were worried about happening. Don't spend any time on it. Just feel good. Think about what if something happens right. Spend your time focusing on that. And that's how you do the law of attraction. That's how you get what you want. And making this change, and you don't have to be perfect every single second of the day. Don't make it worry you that you just had a negative thought again. Let it go. Ask for help in this endeavor. You can change your habits and your mindset and your lifestyle, and it can be a whole new thought train every single day. You can get there. There's a lot of change here. There's a lot of elements for change. Think back to when you were a kid. You weren't stuck in these negative patterns of thinking back then. You just enjoyed life. You didn't worry. You didn't get all deep on yourself. freak yourself out every night. You know, you just kind of were appreciative of little things in life. You're just kind of worried about, you know, doing your thing, doing what kids do, playing, you know, enjoying life, taking care of themselves, taking care of the most basic needs. Again, that's what you need to do. Worry about yourself. Focus on yourself. I mean, we put our sleep on the back burner. We put our emotions on the back burner. We put our thoughts on the back burner. What is left? What, you know, what is life at that point? It's not worth living, because you're not even a whole person. You're just spent all over the place. You know what I mean? You have to come with a full cup. That's how you have a full life. And it helps your relationship so much. Your relationship with yourself is the starting point for all of the relationships in your life. If you're not right inside yourself, you're not going to be right with your person. You're not going to be right with your parents or your family or your friends or your coworkers or anybody else, neighbors, none of it. Okay? And I think that our love situation right now can really stand to benefit from this inner work that we're doing, this inner filling of our cups, this just following our bliss and finding those ways to enjoy yourself, those mood boosters. You know, when you're doing your law of attraction, when you're trying to change your thoughts, make sure and build yourself up physically, mentally, emotionally. Make sure those emotions are coming correct. You know, find a way. Have a little arsenal, have a little toolbox, you know, of things. Write down a list. What is going to bring up your emotions? What's going to make you feel good? We all have these ups and downs throughout the day, and it's easy to get, you know, you get down a little bit and your energy's low and you just don't feel right, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're making more bad choices and doing things that you wouldn't normally do or that aren't serving you, just time wasters even, you know. And with this, we want to have our focus sharp. You know, we want to stay on top of our game so that we can make these good decisions all throughout the day. And the more, you know, it's like every little bit helps, you know. Every little good choice is going to help you create your new life. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Every little choice matters. And again, think back to, you know, what you wanted to do when you were a kid. It's just really, you want to get in touch with that energy, that pureness, that hope, that wonder, you know, that laughter, being silly. Think back to when you were a kid, whatever you loved to do best. Swimming, riding your bike. Go do these things. Find a way. Make yourself feel good. Live life. We're all so busy living life, we don't even enjoy. We don't even feel the breeze, feel the sunshine. We don't even feel the water, you know. Dance in the rain, all of the above. Being this kind of simple-minded and easy to please, and keeping that wonder in your life is so important for the law of attraction. Because if you can't be thankful and grateful for what is in front of you, then you're not going to be thankful and grateful for the big stuff. And it's just a modality of energy that you go through. It's like, if you break all your toys, your mom's not going to give you new ones. Well, if you shit on everything in your life, then, and if you're just constantly so hard to please, then, the universe isn't going to keep on giving you stuff. It's going to give you something to wake you up. Okay? So, again, focus on yourself first. You are going somewhere, and everything else will catch up. You are going somewhere, and your love relationship will catch up. Do not be obsessing about them. The more you obsess on yourself, the more they're going to obsess over you. Okay? The more they're going to be so passionate about you when you're passionate about other things. We love to see our people. We love to see our loved ones busy, doing something great, being admired. It's a real turn on. So foster that part of your relationship. And again, for the twin flame situation, or any relationship really, that little bit of space that you get whenever you're doing your own thing and focusing on yourself, it's the air that you need to feed the fire. Fire needs air. You can't smother it. You can't smother each other. Don't smother each other, guys. I feel like, are we still recording? I hope so. Yeah, okay, good. So yeah, this passion that you have for yourself, like the more passionate you get about yourself right now and about starting this new beginning where this is your focus, like I don't care whether you have to say, okay, starting now, week, end of September, this is the beginning of, a new lifestyle where I am putting myself first. I am so passionate about myself. I'm passionate about how I make my own self feel. I'm dating myself. I took myself to a movie yesterday and it's fabulous. I love it. I love going out to eat by myself. I mean, yeah, sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, it'd be nice to have, my partner with me, but hey, make it happen. Take care of the things, know yourself enough to know what you need and be committed enough to follow through with it. And, it's tempting to, when we want to be the best, to overexert ourselves, work through lunch, and then by the end of the day, your work is shit. It's not even good because you're so overwhelmed, hungry, you haven't had a break. Breaks are good. All the most genius things, inventions were thought of when people walked away from their lab and took a walk and then they got the idea. That's how it works. When you force it, it doesn't come. When you allow it, when you know it's coming and you give it a little time and you trust, that's when the things come to you. You're beginning to figure this out. You're beginning to know, how this stuff works. You're beginning to walk the walk, and so you're beginning to get some answers. And like, not just the know-how, but like the actions are proving to you that what you're doing is right. And that just makes you want to even focus on yourself even more, which is great. So do that. Fill yourself up. Fill yourself up. Love cup. Again, anything you would want from a partner. Anything you do want from your partner. Write it down again and do that to yourself. Give yourself that love. Give yourself that massage. Give yourself that home-cooked meal. Give yourself that maid. Give yourself like whatever. Give the attention. The words of affirmation. All of the above. Whatever you're craving, you give yourself. And once you're on that vibration, you get it. You get what you want. You get that attention from the other person. It's all the energy, and we block it. We block it for ourselves. Okay? We block it because we're focused on the negative thoughts. We're focused on, the shadow. We think we don't have that full understanding of the shadow work. And if you want to go into more to the shadow work, I have playlists here and or on my other Klairee Berry Sanctuary playlist channel. I have a playlist there as well. Okay? So focus on this and ask for help and look for the signs. And again, focus on the positive feelings. Okay, you are pure. You are pure of heart. Do the shadow work. Do the inner child work. The program, again, the playlist are all there. The program, law of attraction, shadow work, etc. The switch work, shadow work and inner child healing. This is helping you create a new world. And it's a new world for yourself and for your partner, but it's also a new world for, you're helping to change the world, change the earth. This is very simple and very quick reading. It's very powerful. It's very, it's kind of repetitive on other things I've been saying lately, but that's just because I think I've been doing a lot of readings lately in a short amount of time. So it's kind of like the energies haven't really changed a whole lot, but I think this is really good for us, especially right now, because it is Cancer Moon. And, for the next couple of days, we have Cancer Moon. And then we're going into, again, Libra New Moon. So it's a very good time for new beginnings. And today we're also going into Libra Sun. So this is a great time for relationships. Okay, so that's why I think a lot of this reading just kind of came up with the lovers and the relationships, because there is, and again, if it's not resonating with you for an actual lover, then, it's probably just somebody close to you, or it could be just a relationship with yourself, or a relationship with like the masculine side, or, the feminine side of yourself. Okay. So thank you so much for watching and being here with me. I'll having more videos coming at you guys real soon. Take care, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye.